Hello, we will continue up the earlier problem. Now our work is to determine the force current analogous circuits. Again the same problem we have considered with the three mass elements M1, M2 and M3. The three mass elements will be equivalent to three nodes if it is to be a force current analogous circuits. As usual, we have to learn out with what terms we will be equating the analogy. So M should be equated to C, F should be equated to I, P element should be equated to 1 by R, K should be equated to 1 by L, X is equivalent to phi, dx by dt is equal to d phi by dt is equal to the voltage, d squared x by dt squared is equal to E dE by dt. Then one more parameter we have to find out. Phi will be equal to integral of E dt. That is x. All these things we have to substitute in place of the differential equations that you got for the three mass elements. So this is the free body diagram. As usual, we have drawn for the first mass element. As we refer to the circuit diagram, this is your first mass element, and this is associated with the V1, the force applied, V2, V3 and K. So these are the opposing force elements that I have indicated in this side. So applying Newton's law, the force applied is equal to the opposing force elements. These are the opposing force elements. Now expanding the same equation, we will be getting F is equal to m1 into d squared x1 by dt squared, kx1 plus b1 dx1 by dt plus b2 dx d by dt x1 minus x2, because this damper is common between mass 1 and mass 2, b3 is common between 1 and 3. So we have written the second order differential equation. We already know that m should be equated to 1 by C. Then V element should be equated to 1 by R, and then K should be equated to 1 by L. X is equivalent to phi, dx by dt is equal to d phi by dt is equal to E. E is equal to phi dt or x dt, like that. If you substitute and replace, the analogous force current equation will be obtained like this. Now we are to draw the nodal diagram. Here we are having a current source. I have represented the current source here, and this one is only for that particular node. So C1 I have represented here. Same for R1. R1 is present over here. Then L1 is also there. All are connected to the first node. This is your first node where the voltage is E1. And between the first and the second node, the common element is R2, that is represented here. Between first node and the third node, R3 is common, that is represented over here. We have to proceed with the remaining two mass elements. So this is the free body diagram. The mass element 2 is not having any individual force applied. The assumed displacement is x2. The opposing force elements are Fm2, Fb2 and Fb. B2 is common between 2 and 1 mass, and Fb is common between 2 and third mass element. So again I have written the second order differential equation, and M we know that should be equated to C2. B2 should be equated to the reciprocal of the corresponding resistances. D squared x1 by dt squared is dE1. Replacing the equivalence, and drawing the circuit, we are having its own C2 element, and R2 is common between the first node and the second node, and R is common between the second node and the third node. So this finishes off the node number 2 circuits. Proceeding with the last mass element, again the applied force is equal to 0. The assumed displacement is x3. The opposing force elements are Fm3, Fb, Fb3. B is again common between 3 and 2. B3 is common between 3 and 1. Forming the nodal equation, 0 is equal to m3d squared x3 by dt squared. Then B, d by dt. B is a damper that is common between the third mass element and the second mass element, and B3 is the damper again common between third mass element and the first mass element. Now we are to make the equivalence. We are to equate M3 as C3, B as 1 by R, B3 as 1 by R3, d squared x3 by dt squared as d squared phi 3 by dt squared, that is equivalent to d e3 by dt. Then d by dt x3 will be equivalent to e3, same fashion. So if you are replacing, you will be getting 0 is equal to m3 should be equated to c3 de3 by dt plus b as 1 by r, that is the damper that is existing common between, now it is existing common between the third node and the second voltage node, plus 1 by r3, it is common between third node and the first node. Now if you are to draw the diagram, there is an r3 common between, this is your e3 and e1, and there is an r that is common between this node, and let me redraw it again. R3 that is common between E2 and it is connected to C3. This is for your third node. Now completely drawing the circuit again. The first nodal arrangement is having a current source. So I represents the current source. Let me draw it again in a neat manner. I. It is having one capacitance of its own, one inductor, one resistor. So C1, L1, then R1. And here the node, this is node number 1, the corresponding voltage is E1. And it is also having between 1 and second, one resistance is present, it is R2, and between 3 one R3 is common. So this is for the first nodal equation. Let us continue for the second nodal equation. So C2 will be there. Here the node is E2, nodal voltage is E2, and between E2, this is E3 value. Now for the final nodal, you are having a capacitor C3 and E3, and so this is a complete that force current electrical analogous circuit. Okay, analogy, this completes up the problem also.